This right here is a brand new, most affordable, full-size pickup truck you could buy. And in this video, I want to show you exactly what you get for that money when you are inside of this Ram 1500 Classic. But that's not it. I'm also going to show you how it compares to this. Yes, I'm going to contrast that most affordable truck to this, the most expensive brand new Ram 1500 you can get. And that's why I'm dressed up, right? This Ram 1500 Limited is basically the truck that the owner of the company would drive versus a grunt, a worker. So, all right, let's go back to the Ram 1500 Classic and see what it can offer. TFL bought this truck brand new just a few months ago at around $37,500. It's a Ram 1500 Classic, like I told you, and this is the key it came with. So this is one of the kind of the older versions of the key, just simple open and lock and unlock, and you have to plug this key in to the dash to actually power up and start the truck. So I'm not gonna start the engine, but I'm gonna turn the accessories on. In this cheap truck, you get a fairly plastic, although actually kind of a nicer plastic. It has some give in it. Pretty basic steering wheel. But you also have a cruise control right here on the right hand side with a gear selector for the 8-speed automatic. And you have some controls, including your phone control buttons for the menus that's inside the screen. Take a look at this. This is a dot matrix display. It's tuned to 80s on 8. Okay, never mind the music. It's still functional though. Look, you can look at your trip meters. It's been really cold this winter, so our fuel efficiencies are down. And we already have 4,400 miles on this puppy. But you do have some information you can check out, like idle hours and drive hours, your tire pressure monitoring system, your transmission, actually usable information in a very simple, basically a dot matrix display. What else do you need, right? Well, maybe this is what you need. This truck does not belong to TFL. We have it on loan from Ram, and it is the top of the line model. It has an MSRP of $78,775. So basically, more than twice of what we paid for the Ram 1500 Classic. And this is what you get for that. A push button start first. I wasn't supposed to start the engine. Sorry about that. But take a look at the steering wheel. First of all, leather wrapped. Look at the stitching. Looks very nice. Wood inlays. The wood grain follows along the steering wheel. It's got wood on the top section as well. If I didn't know better, I would think this is like a Lexus of trucks. And I have a full featured technology display here on the steering wheel as well. Of course, cruise control with adaptive cruise here, my gear selector for my 8-speed, and of course, all my features controlled with these buttons. And take a look at the screen. This is a 2022 model. For 2023, there's also a fully digital cluster that you can get on one of these trucks. But no matter, this is a very high resolution screen, and it has even more information than the Ram 1500 Classic dot matrix display and more. So check it out. My tire pressure monitoring system, my suspension setting, my coolant, trans temps, oil temps, everything like that, my oil life, but also a summary of the most important items, and of course my hours. And I can also see my trip meters, which are also not great because it is the winter time here in Colorado. And of course my trailer setup. It will remember all of my trailer settings. So that's quite nice, and the gauge layout is super clear, and I just love this traditional gauge combination of dials and the screen. Okay, back in the most basic and affordable truck, let's turn our attention to the center console. And yes, Billy Idol is playing, but look at the size of the screen. It's just about the size of my wallet with my credit cards. So this display is super tiny, but it's colorful. And I can tune. I can... Oh, Roman preset chill music already. Jeez. I can look this up, and I have navigation. Look, I have a compass, so I know I'm going south. Well, this whole video is going south. My clock, set time. See, what else do you need? This is plenty of features. My radio, my media, my phone connectivity, and my climate control system is down here. I cannot set a certain temperature, but hot or cold. Fan speed, no fan. Very simple. These knobs feel really good. This is what you'll be touching probably more often than nothing. My trailer brake controller is here, easily reachable, very clear. And my transmission controller is here. It's a rotary dial, and my four-wheel drive system buttons are all here within reach. And by the way, if you're wondering about phone connectivity, there is some. It's Bluetooth connected. So I do have my phone right now, TFL Truck Mobile, connected to this truck, so I can make phone calls, I can receive calls, and emergency roadside. I can even dial right there. No, I think this is what you need if you are the boss and the man. Large screen. Let's compare sizes. Remember, my wallet basically covered the entire screen in our work truck, but here in the luxury truck, this is a 12-inch vertical diagonal screen. It's enormous, it's huge. Ram was the first on the market to have a full-size truck like this with a large display and lots of redundant buttons all the way around. And a lot of cool features. Yes, I can still connect my phone, but more than just Bluetooth, I have wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto built into this as well. So that's available. I have all kinds of cameras. The work truck didn't have any. Well, it had a backup camera. Then, of course, this is the latest version of Uconnect 5. I can do drag and drop different features. Let's see. I can go like this. I can control passenger seat heat and steering wheel. Trailer brake controller is available. I can control my air suspension here, or raise it. I have my tow haul mode, my parking sensors that will help me. Ooh, it's even lifting itself right now as we speak. And these controls feel cold to the touch. This is real metal, really premium feeling. I have a rear locker. I have all-wheel drive. The other work truck did not have all-wheel drive. It did have 4x4 though. And so everything is at hand. Quite nice. And also, above all else, I have parking assist. So if I'm too lazy, if I don't even want to park my truck, the truck will park for me. Let me demonstrate. So I'm gonna enable what Ram calls active park sense using the button on top and remove hands from the wheel. Space found. Shift to reverse. Move backwards. No, there's snow there. I don't know if I can do this. Okay, that's not gonna work. All right, so the truck was trying to back into here, which technically is a space, but right now it's full of snow. Let me try it one more time. Gonna enable it. It says hit OK to do perpendicular parking. Okay, then I'm gonna move forward. I'm still operating the gas and the brake. Oh, it says it found a space. Keep moving forward. Stop and remove. Shift to reverse. Move backwards. Okay, I'm moving. Okay, I'm not super like excited by this. It says shift to drive. Okay. I'm not steering, I'm just operating the brake. Shift to reverse. I'm the boss, so my truck needs to work for me. And still moving. Okay. Move backwards. I need four-wheel drive auto. Move backwards. Yes, complete. Okay. Well, I think I could have done this myself and maybe quicker. Well, this is a truck. It needs to be utilitarian and useful. In the cheap Ram right here, pretty decent glove box, really huge shelf over here, and there's nothing enclosing it. I can just always drop something in and pull it out, and it does, well, it will slide side to side, but it shouldn't really come out this way. In the center, this is a 3-person across seating. Yes, there is a transmission hump here, so only a smaller person will be able to be relatively comfortable here. If you're taller, your knees are going to be way up high. But it does have a seat belt, and of course storage. This is a quite a large space. Even an iPad or a tablet could fit in here. I also have lots of charging ports, including USB-A and auxiliary over here. I have a little shelf, little secret shelf down below. That's quite interesting. And a little cubby here, not sure what for, and a little shelf up here. But most importantly, and take a look at this. Let me show you this door. It's humongous. Look at this. Because it's a 2-door truck, the space from here to here is way longer, way larger for easy egress. And you can move this forward and you can get to the back. Some of the storage spaces you have in the back here, although this seat doesn't return to its original position very easily. Still, the space, the entryway is huge. Yeah, I mean, the opening here is narrower, but I have a power step and the truck can kneel to let me in. So who cares if the door is actually a little bit narrower? Let's take a look at some storage. It doesn't have 3 across in the front, but it does have a very cool sliding center console. Look at the wood. Everything matches from the dashboard to the center console. I have my cup holder here. I have a little cubby over here. And this is how this slides back and forth. This is really, I think, really well done by Ram. Can move forward. There's a huge deep space down here, even for a laptop. There's another space up here. Very similar to what's in that less expensive Ram. And of course, I like this, wireless charging right here in the center, including, of course, USB-C, USB-A. My other storage, there's a nice cubby with a big shelf. Actually, I do like this better. It's actually felt inside of it, kind of higher grip. This glove box is maybe a little bit even smaller than in that work truck, but still very usable. There's my owner's manual. So lots of storage options here, and I have an entire back seat as well. While the bed length of this luxury truck may be shorter, I am the boss, so I do have a back seat, so I can bring clients and friends and family back here. Take a look at this. Yep, reclining rear seats. This is so cool. They're heated and ventilated, even for the rear passengers. I have my own like little storage cubby here in the back. Of course, 400 watts of power, and the wood theme continues. The grain of wood just matches what's happening up front. I have the vents and climate settings. And then here, look at this. I have a whole other center console with cup holders, little storage, maybe for a tablet. So if I'm traveling with 4 people, they can have this down or up. And the legroom is enormous. This is... Wow, look at this. Speakers in the ceiling. This does not have the panoramic sunroof, which technically would make it more expensive, which I should probably get. I should get a panoramic sunroof here to show it off to my clients. I think the most importantly is actually the driver's seat and seat comfort and the material. This basic truck has kind of this cloth material, and by the way, the floors are carpeted, so this is not a vinyl floor. Very, very super base work truck. But what if you need to drive long distance? What if you need to have a full day of work, maybe 10 hours or more, where you're going from job to job? You know, Ram, and especially in this one, makes a really comfortable seat. And yes, I don't know how durable or how cleanable this fabric is, but I think over the years, I mean, it's been around. So overall, I think for a work truck that costs about $38,000 for a four-wheel drive full-size truck, I think the comfort in the seat and the overall position, at least for me, I think is super great. All right, well, let's finally take a look at the driver's seat in the luxury truck. First of all, of course, noting the design and the stitching and just the quality of materials, I think this is pretty incredible what they've been able to do with the piping, the stitching, and it's a ventilated and heated seat, of course. The only thing this particular truck is missing is massage, which some other luxury trucks currently offer. But when I sit into it, it feels very similar to the basic truck, but I feel like I'm sinking a little bit lower into the seat. The material is just a little bit softer, and there's so many adjustments. Yeah, I think Ram nailed this. This seat, even though this truck is pushing 80,000 bucks, well, it just cuddles you and makes you really, really comfortable, which is what a boss needs, right? Well, let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you rather be in that work truck running around, or maybe working at your property, your ranch or your farm? Or would you like to spend twice as much and roll like this on 22s?